Okay, good evening, YouTube. Quick share for the evening. Haven't checked in a while, so I figured I might want to get something out on the YouTube to see if everybody knows I'm live. And I know everybody's seen the critters in a while. We've been staying busy, but they seem to be doing fine. Eating is away, so this is their. It's funny how goats are. You feed them hay and grass hay all the time, and then they get all excited for weeds here. So we'll hang out for a minute, see if anybody drops by. What are you up to, huh? What's going on? Does that look yummy? Nope. So we'll see if anybody drops by and says hello and check in with everybody. Things are going pretty good. We are showing the garden the other day. It's getting by. Give me a thumbs. Like somebody checked in. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm got the mic plugged in. Let me make sure it's rolling. That it's not all messed up or something. But yeah, goats, funny creatures. Whoa! Don't fight over it. It's just weeds. Hey, Bobby, what's going on? Bobby pumping out the solar content. How's things, Bobby? Getting hot there, I guess. You're probably up to 90 and 90% humidity, something like that. Things down good down your way. But yeah, there's the goats eating away. We need to start thinning the herd, getting some more of these guys out of here. Somebody come by and take them off our hands. Somebody needs a milk goat or a meat goat or a whatever. But we shall see. Been cooler there, huh, Bobby? All right. Hey, Johnny, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. I see you comment on other videos, I think. But I hope things going out good out your way. You guys that hang out used to do all the big time YouTube stuff, you just quit on us. We feel left out. But yeah, we do need some barbecue time with these guys. With a couple of them are selected, and other albums need to go find a new home. Some of these little guys and stuff. For sure, for sure. What else? Everybody on the East Coast checking in? Anybody on the West Coast around here? All the East Coast people take up all the bandwidth. And who knew that watching goats could eat weeds could be so exciting, right? Make sure I got a good connection. I usually get a lag around there's like a Faraday cage around the fence here. Sometimes when I do the live, it gets kind of sketchy at certain points. Hey, what's up, Rooster? How you doing? How's things across the hill? Oh, time to fight over the weeds. You'd think that they were not gonna make it. Hey, what's up, Wes? Yeah, Wes, they're funny looking, aren't they? We'll go check in on the pigs here in a little bit too. Once we get some more people show up, the goats are just like the lead. You know, they're the opening act. The pigs are the main attraction. Actually, the lambs are probably the main attraction. That's probably more the case. You know what I'm saying, Wes? So, Wes, how did you convince Rob to bring you back alive from your excursion? Huh? Hey, who's that? Charles? Cheryl Hirsch? Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. Missouri, huh? We got a couple folks from Missouri that check in every now and then. We're way out west, if you haven't noticed. It's mighty sandy and deserty. But let's go check out some of the other critters since we haven't checked in. Trying to get everybody was to comment on getting the garden in. I was like, yeah, trying to get it in, but it's not even really that close because we got another 3-4 weeks to get it ready. So we're just trying to get ahead of the power curve a little bit. We got seedlings and stuff tucked away. to you promised him cheese puffs. See what these guys are doing over here. So we got these little guys over here, so we can zoom in on. They're all ready to. Already hit the rack. My goodness, it's awful early to go to bed, fellas, isn't it? What are you guys doing? Yeah, we haven't had a piggy cam in months. We've neglected everybody. Everybody's angry at us probably. Cheese puff, I guess, worked for me too, though, Wes. If you took me out in the wilderness, promised with cheese puffs, I think would be good. Hey, Wes, what's going on, Wayne? I liked your summer clothing video. Yeah, Wayne, talking about summer clothing the other day. My biggest fear is I get caught in SHTF wearing my summer clothes. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be wearing shorts when everything goes down. I end up getting scuffed up knees and shins and stuff. I figure I'm toughening them up though with my load hay with shorts on. You end up getting scraped up enough that toughen them up. You know. You got tomato flowers already, right, Bobby? Yeah, you probably have an advantage in that respect. Get a little bit of an advantage there. Oh, now everybody gets all excited. Somebody came around. I think they're getting food probably. Yeah, right, Wes? Yeah, that's why you gotta have a change of clothes at all times in the vehicle, like Wayne was talking about. Keep trousers and everything in the truck as much as possible, but you never know. It's a shorts time of year. Yeah, hiking, West Wayne. You down in where you at? Are you still up north? Or are you down south? Where you at hiking around at? You making videos? You going to have some good video content for us? And of course, Mom turns. Everybody wants to see pigs eating. That's everybody's favorite part of the show. We don't want to see them miss out on that. Next to the mountain. Wayne went to California, did he? Thought he was going to Arizona. Have to get a real job, you know? I didn't know you were in California. Or Wes says you are. I don't know if I can take Wes's word for it. You know? Oh, you got to spend a couple years. Really? Is that a work thing or a preparation for the property thing? You're kind of like on Backcountry Preps, his kind of timeline. He's still doing the California thing while he preps his property. Yeah, a little bit of both, right? You got to have the work to get the everything prepped up, right? Right. Yeah, Wes, you need to come out here and get some pork chops. Oh, I didn't know that, Wayne. Okay. I did not know that. That's a rough life right there, being dual service spouses. That's not. I don't know how you folks do it. I never did understand it. It was hard enough having one of us in. Hey, Glitch Mod, 3 weeks. Keep that PT up. PT every day. Don't be. Your friends are going to want to drag you out partying. You got to limit that action. I know what that's like. It's like a countdown to no return. It's like everybody thinks you're leaving the planet or something. It's like, I'll be back. Don't worry. I shall return. Your wife could name them. Oh, Wes, if she wants to come name them, we'll give her. We'll give Miss Wes S first dibs. She can have all the pets she wants. It's 10 Eastern for you, Bobby. That's why everybody on the East Coast is here. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we still got quite a bit of daylight. Doing good. Evening meal time, I guess you could say. Right? Yep, evening meal. Hey, you know how it is, Glitch. We've been neglecting some of our YouTube duties, so. Right, Wayne? One of you had to choose. Only one of you could stay in. Right? I get that too. Yeah, you need to talk to Wayne, Glitch. West Wind just got out. He could tell you all the down low, what the Swabbies are doing these days, what the latest agenda is. Oh, looks like Mama's done. Like, we're done feeding. You fellas get out of here. You want? Oh, do you get E3 out of boot camp? You getting on one of those deals, right? You're a super boot regardless. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter. You're gonna be treated as super boot whether you like it or not. That's that's the way it works. Yeah, Wes. You know we're here. Well, you don't know where we're at, but let me know. We might be able to put out some markers and guide you in. You know, yep, they're done eating there. Let's go track down some of these other fellas. Yeah, you'll be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how the Navy's still pretty. They'll ride you once they find out you're on a special contract. They'll be like, "Oh, you think you're special?" All us that were on a enhanced promotions in boot camp get special love. And we can go over visit some of the lambs if they'll stay put long enough. Yeah, you're gonna be super boot for a while, right? The sheep are not nearly as conducive to just hanging out and milling about. All right, Bobby. Hate to hear that. I guess that's a bone thing, right? Or is it muscles? I'm not sure which part of the body that affects most. They're all running away from me. They're like, "Don't come over here. We don't want to talk to you." Oh, run away. The bad man's coming. The sheep are easily herded also. Yeah, as much hiking as I've done, Glitch, anybody using running water for their urinals, not a good thing. It's a bad take. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's out having fun. We do have to catch these guys to give them the snip, though. We got more boys than girls. Some of these guys are getting the snip. No, Wes, they're not in Barbados. One mom, we had this thing with Seller in the other video. It's an American black belly. The one mama is. She's a mix. Similar temperament, some respects, I guess is the thing, but it's a neat sheep. But mostly we're gonna these Icelandic sheep is the primary focus of the breeding program, and they're all running away from me, of course. The sun's coming down, almost out of the shade. Oh, it's nerve, Bobby. Okay, I didn't know that. I guess they got to run tests on all that, or they pretty much got a pretty good determination? They're just waiting, or be a rough deal. Dwarf goats and giant chickens, huh? That might work, West. Dwarf goats, huh? I don't know what good dwarf goats would do. I guess they could eat weeds and stuff still. That's the good thing. Oh, still got lots of testing. Okay. Okay, Bobby. Yeah, we'll be thinking of you, Bobby. And your wife in particular. Are you still planning on moving, or are you going to stay down there in the coast? You had your movement plan. Is that all changed now? That would not be fun. Hey, Walter Davis, good evening. Thanks for checking in. Walter doing drive time videos now. Well, everybody's about by your place way and be like, I don't know what I just saw, but I'm going to keep driving. You don't want to be affiliated with whatever's going on over there, right? Yep. Yeah, we're going to have to, I might get back into the morning routine in May. We'll see. We might start doing the morning thing again a couple days a week, just in time for election season, so we can all laugh at everybody going out voting and everything, fighting over who they're going to vote for. All these demented Democrats trying to take everybody's stuff. Hey, Ray Clay. Hey, thanks for checking in. Haven't seen you in a minute. How are things? Yeah, what, Walter, it looked like you were going halfway across the country. Talking about going to Ohio, that's like another country for you. It's like me going to California. It's enemy territory. Okay, Bob, you still planning on moving? All right. Yeah, that looks like you'd be in a better position moving anyway. Whoa, where's everybody going? Geese are mean, Wes. Oh, we got some. I think we should go get the geese. Our early alarm system's what the geese are. That's really the only reason we got our geese, is for alarming, letting us know what's going on. I hate geese. Geese can be mean as all get out, right? Yeah, they don't take nothing from nobody. Them and the turkeys go at it. They don't mess around. The junkyard had geese instead of dogs. Interesting. It's definitely a more, well, I guess. Yeah, the thing about it is, if geese are alarming, it's probably legit, because dogs will bark at the oddest things. Geese, at least, especially at night, geese won't, they wait until it's something serious at night. Speaking of barking dogs, somebody's barking off in the distance. Yeah, my geese don't attack me, Walter, or people, I haven't noticed, but they do like to hiss at you if you're coming around. They're getting kind of protective. We're getting broody because they got eggs. Trying to see if we get any geese eggs hatched. It's experimentation. Yeah, they like to be, they do think they're in charge, that's for sure. They ran all the chickens off. We're trying to figure out how to place our chickens and reposition them so that they can have the protection, but they don't get beat up by the geese at the same time. Hey, Midwest, what's going on? Midwest Prepper just putting out data dumps. If you watch his channel, he'll put out like 3-4 videos in one day. You gotta pay attention. Otherwise, it'll go through your feed before you know it. You have to go back and rewatch them. Yeah, Midwest, come pick you up a lamb here. I know you need one, right? These two are just hanging out. It's like, So, yep, we are. Sun is creeping down. Let's go see if this geese will hiss at us real quick. See if I can do this thing. Do the thing with the thing instead of looking at the ground. Hey Saint, how you doing? How are things? If you want to rewind back, you can check out the pigs and the goats. We checked in with them earlier. They're all good. You got to get some serious freezer stuff away again, more so. Full dark there, yeah. I would imagine so. I would hope so. Otherwise, the world's flat, right? If it's not dark there, that means the world is flat. That would be my consensus, I think. And make sure I don't get the Faraday cage effect when I get over here and get blocked out. Geese will give us a hard time as soon as we walk up here. Watch. As soon as if not them, the turkeys. Yeah. They know. Right, guys? Make sure we're still checking in here. All right, we're still live. Don't focus on the... Hey, Mark. We've got a watchdog, but I guess you call it, it's a livestock guardian dog is what it is. She does pretty good. She keeps the coyotes at bay. We don't have any problems with anything else yet. I would suspect that we would have a raccoon or something at some point in time, but not yet. Sounds like DC, right? Midwest. Gaggle of, just a gaggle, right? And they didn't yell too much like they do sometimes. Yeah, the toms do have an attitude. They like to fight each other, especially with the egg season coming around. Yeah, Glitch, of course we do. We just don't eat enough of them. We can't keep up with production. That's something I need to work on, is finding other people to participate. I need some friends. Where did the chickens go? Chickens disappeared. Hey, Saints and Sappers, what's going on? Living the dream, right? Living the dream. Sear East County, down there by... Yeah, you're right you're in the main path of destructions, Wayne. When the migrant horde comes across, you're going to be directly in the path. We got two types of turkeys, Wes. We got broad-breasted, and we got Narragansett, maybe? Is that right? I think that's wrong. We butchered one of each for Turkey Day, and now I can't remember. Back at Christmas and whatnot. Yeah, Wes. Yeah, Wayne, you'll be going out like a boss if you get in the way of the migrant, right? For sure. Well, that's the animal tour. What's everybody else been up to? See if we can get... Who checked out? Walter checked out on us. All right on. Have a good one, Walter. It is all good. Ramona, living up the old El Cajon. Yeah, I'm glad I got out of that joint. You can have that Southern Cal nonsense. Wes, you died? What? Right? Chickens are more up here. You go back and forth. Oh, what's up, Mark? You go back and forth. Don't want to be run out. That's a tough choice, Mark. I get you. I get what you're saying. All of us out here on the, all of us people watching from the outside have been saying leave a long time, but everybody has to make their own choice. It's a tough one. Careful, Glitch. You'll get rejected for having the wrong thing. Show up dripping from things it shouldn't drip from. Red clay mud, I'll pass, Saints. I'm good. Oh, I'm gonna catch up. Oh, no doubt. The Chaldeans and everything. You got that Somali community down there in San Diego too. Big time. And Iraqis. El Cajon's that bad now, Wayne? Wow. Yeah, I remember when we did our immersion training where our language interpreter took us to a joint down there in San Diego for food and a restaurant, whatever. It was a good place. Well, that's Wayne. That's because half the people coming across are not really Mexicans. Half of them are Middle Eastern of some sort, or of that neck of the woods. Cali's off the travel list. Wes, don't worry. They're going to be in your AO too. They're everywhere. Not like Tejas is any better, right? Except for, I guess, where you and Rob live, not so bad, but out in East Texas and whatnot. MCRD, is that right? Mortar School. Mortarman should be going to Pendleton. They might go to Stumps for a short stint, but SOI is at Camp Pendleton. You go up there to not Mateo, but the other place next to Mateo. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. What is that? What's that called? Horno, not Horno. Horno's First Marines. The one between Horno and Mateo, the other one. That's where the SOI is, up there. Iranians bringing money and passports for the refugees, quote, end quote. Yeah, mortar school will be a blast, Wayne, right? Throw things up in the air farther than you can see. Hope you hit what you're aiming at. Somebody tells you if you do or not. I guess it's not as much fun as it sounds like. What's going on here, Mr. Chicken? Right, Mr. Chicken? And now I can't remember what camp is where SOI is. That's funny. But yeah, they might go to the Stumps for a short period because it is mortars. I don't know, but they definitely start at Pendleton and do their main stuff there. Yes, sir. Yeah, I believe they brought on board some 120s, some vehicle pulled ones in the last 5 or 6 years. If I saw some of those reports, they were bringing on some new type. And I'm just glad I wouldn't want to have to hump one, which I'm sure somebody's trying to figure out how to hump them. They've probably got some man portable gig where you pull them behind you with a harness or something just in case the vehicles go down. I'm sure somebody's created something like that because everything has to be man portable. But I think they brought on some 120s. That's no joke. And then, yeah, I'll do the 81s or 81s. Right, everybody has to carry at least one mortar. Yeah, and if you got a 120 millimeter round too, you ain't carrying that sucker. And those things are huge. Yeah, I can't imagine what an ammunition truck. I guess it looks like an arty truck for the 120s. I don't know what the purpose of going to a 120 was. Um, I guess I mean, you do get a little more range and stuff, but it requires all the vehicle assets. Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Get the mom. What's the mom, Wayne? You wouldn't want to drive the ammo truck? Yeah, if the ammo truck gets hit, you're in bad shape, right? Especially if you're carrying phosphorus or something. Might be a bad day. But she's like, I'm out of here. This guy's crazy talking to himself on his phone. Yes, sir, indeed. Anybody paying attention to the madness on the news? Anything ever since the Mueller debacle report? I've fortunately been able to avoid most stuff, but this economic situation doesn't seem to be getting any better. The Fed today had their wait, tomorrow the Fed comes out with their next statement. Maybe that's where the article I read, but silver got and gold got crushed today, because apparently the dollar's stronger somehow. It's craziness. It's upside down world. But the interest rate's not adjusting is going to cause the big thing. The interest rates are still staying too high. It's amazing. The 10 years at 2.5, but that's too high. They can't maintain that. And anything else. You need an E-tool. That's all you need, Mark, is an E-tool. Well, you have to have a poncho liner. You got to bring that poncho liner. Poncho liner is critical. Nothing more important than a poncho liner. Hey, Tracy, what's going on? Air defense, huh? Right on. Hey, Saint, is silver's always a good buy in my mind, Saint. You know, it's cheaper now than it was yesterday. That's for sure. That's about the only thing that matters. That's right, Tracy. It'll come around. Like I've been working on with silver is silver is for when all that matters is it's silver an ounce. There's not denominated anything else. That's when silver is going to be useful. I really stopped talking about it in dollar terms, other than how many dollars I can trade for it. Wayne, you got to see videos of what you blew up. Oh, right, Wes. Yeah, that just came out this morning, wasn't it? The Mexicans detained some soldiers, disarmed them. That's just insane. I was like, yeah, that ain't happening. Somebody made that comment, noticed they weren't Marines on some post somewhere. It's like, yeah, that would have went badly if they had to try to draw down a couple of Marines, like when they're on the JTF or whatever. The Mexicans probably would have known the difference too, though. They probably would have known better. Yeah, that was in Texas, Wes. Yeah, and then there's that militia group that stopped the horde of 300 coming across the border, and that smells a lot like a honeypot. Sounds like the guy was probably feeding intel or controlled asset of some sort, and they got tired of him not being able to bring anybody else in, so they ended that exercise. They gave him a big flash in the pan, and then they arrested him. All the girls are over here working overtime. Right, guys? So, yep, we're working overtime. Yeah, Mark, they said they were armed. They said in the story that they were disarmed by the Mexican military, and it was on U.S. soil. So they didn't stand their ground at all. But that's bad news right there, because they may have, I mean, ever since Beirut, when the Marines got bombed in Beirut, Marines have been real hesitant to do anything not being armed. I don't know what the Army does, but even, I mean, at the border's no joke, especially like El Paso and stuff. That's almost a war zone already. Um, I can't imagine Marines going down there not being armed. And the Army was doing all those support things, and they were building the fences. Those guys weren't armed, or at least they were. I mean, obviously they were going to work. I think maybe they were stacking arms, but they may not have been armed, and they were putting up those concertina wire and everything last year either. I don't know. It's a bad situation to put people into. You give all these border patrol people weapons and stuff, but people that are trained with them, expect them to do a similar mission without them. It's kind of asking for trouble, I would say asking for trouble. Yeah, there was an incident a couple years ago too. It was probably back in 2013 or something, where a Humvee actually crossed the border, and the Mexican Army deployed on them. Like, it was a kind of more remote location, but there was video of it. I can't remember exactly the details, but I remember seeing a video of that though, where they came out, kind of bowed up on the Army that was out there. It must have been one of the National Guard deployments several years ago. It must have been what it was. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been nobody out there, right? But the National Guard's been on and off out there. West Wind. Right? Yeah, that is the awesome, Wayne. You go on you go on the charter flights, and you have to take your bolts out of your weapon, and you have to put everything in a checked bag. If you it's like, really, you got all these trained killers. You don't think you can handle your business if one of us went astray or something? Like somebody was really holding back, and some what was that? I can't remember what you call it when you have leave it open. Hey. Let's leave the gate open. Oh. You think so, Wes? Yeah. You gonna shut the gate?
No.
You going down there?
No. What you go? Do you want it? Do you want it there? No.
Yeah. Yeah, still early in the year here. Trees haven't even bloomed out yet or leafed out much. Feels awfully warm though. Feels like they should be already out, but to be determined, I guess. Oh. Hey. Who's still with us? Wes, I don't think we'd want to though. What's the point? Let Mexico have Mexico. I wish we should just leave everybody alone and stick to our own business. Would be fine, Unfortunately, that hasn't been the agenda. How much boat time did you get in, Wayne? Suck to join the blue side and be stuck on planes all the time. Yeah, you talking about the Mexican Army thing? Yeah, I get you on that one. Yeah, that would have went badly if that had been me in particular. Oh, okay. That's enough time. You said you'd been on the charter flights. I didn't know how much time you guys actually spent flying back and forth if you're on, depends what kind of detachment you're on or whatever. You know? Is Saint still on here? I got something for Saint if he's still on here. Take the 50 mile or so south of the Rio Grande, build a real wall. Yeah. Don't know if we'll be fortunate enough to do that or not. I don't think. Whoa. Ground, air, and sea. That's the way to go, right, West Wind? Be an honorary Marine before you know it. No, not you, Saints. The Saint. You know? Oh, there he is. This Saint, yeah. Check it out. See if I can get this in good light. Check out what we... Remember I was talking about the bar I was waiting for from Golden State Mint? They got this Jesus Clears the Temple from Chris Dwayne. It is a awesome looking piece. Let me turn it that way, kind of. Might be better. But it took forever to get here. And you can't see a lot of the details better than it probably looks on here. But it's Jesus Clearing the Temple of the Bankers. Really good symbolism, I think. It's one of his better designs. I think if he did it on a coin, it'd probably sell. This is one of those things. This would be nice if this was a kilo. Give me this in a kilo. That would be awesome. But very appropriate, I thought, with the silver and the clearing out the bankers and everything. But I like his design here. This is, I guess he did one series with this theme, friends, skills, wealth, and it reminded me of Mule Team's stock up, train up, team up deal. It's like right on. Whoa. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty nice one. Definitely worth getting if you can. They got it on Golden State Mint's the only place it's got it, I think, unless you go on eBay or something. But it is, and that light didn't help. The Golden State Mint is very slow in their service. It took, what's it been, over a week since I did that? It's been over a week since I did that last video. So it took like almost a whole month just to get one order. So anyway, I thought it was a kind of cool one. Since Saint was talking about silver, the prices and whatnot, definitely pick up what you can when you can. Again, there's the other side. It's a 10 ouncer. Yeah, this would be awesome in a kilo or something big. Hey, 520, what's going on? Coins for Easter. Those don't last very long, do they? They don't last long at all. Smacking the Democrats? Yeah, that's the symbolism right there, right? That's smacking the Democrats around. Right. Hey, Wes, have a good one. We'll talk to you later. You got to brood over the wall? What? Oh, you're going to brood over not having a wall? Yeah, well, don't get your hopes up. Not enough people care about it. People don't care about defending the border anyway. They'd rather do nothing than something. Yep. Get that back in a secure location. Yeah, tell Mrs. Mrs. S that she can come get those piggies when she's ready. She can name them whatever she wants to. We won't mind. We won't never mind. You know? Yeah, Bobby, it is pretty, I mean, yeah, it's just the symbolism of it and everything, I think, is the best part of it. It's not so much that I mean, it's got enough detail to it to make it, art-like. It's definitely like, it'd be nice to have about 20 of those. Those will probably go way up in value once they all said and done. I'm not sure what their mintage is, if they even have one. She's looking for boxes. Well, if she starts filling up the truck with gas, Wes, you might be in trouble. That may be what to be on the lookout for, right? Don't worry, Wes. I can get you boxes on this end. I'll even give you a cage. We'll get you a cage on this end to be ready. No doubt. And there was something else that popped up in the news. Well, there's the British thing. Other than the burning down of Notre Dame, they had that Brexit protest the next weekend. I'm sorry, not the Yellow Vest protest, not Brexit. The Brexit thing's another thing. That's another thing that's... I was reading the article about Brexit. Brexit technically happened, but based upon the binding agreement of the charter and everything, the way they passed the resolution, technically Brexit happened, but the law people didn't put the stuff in place, and they're basically at a hard Brexit is what the article was saying. But I don't know. May and everybody else is dragging their feet on that, but the Yellow Vest protesters, after the Notre Dame thing, were really going high into the right because Notre Dame burns down and there's $1 billion gets thrown around to reconstruct Notre Dame, but people have got all these gripes about all the social conditions and everything in France and no money for them. So the social unrest continued through the weekend there. Some videos of their protests and whatnot. That was interesting. And we're just waiting around here, waiting for more red flag laws, waiting for more confiscation orders and mandatory age limits and mandatory storage laws and everything else for gun restrictions around here to just see what happens next. Uh-oh, dog's all alerted on something. Something got him anxious. Did you vote on it again, Westwind? Right? Yeah, we didn't mean it the first time. And that's what they've been saying. They just want to drag their feet so it doesn't happen. The politicians are doing anything they can to prevent that from happening, you know? The last thing they want is people having a say in the way things are going, make them think that they can control anything. Oh, somebody driving by on a bicycle. Got the dog's all excited. They're like, it's somebody. It's strange. Bark at it. I must bark at it. Which is pretty good. Who was it? Mark asking about sheepdog, guardian dog. They do all right. They're not always 100% accurate, but they do all right. We haven't lost anything since we got the one big dog, and that was what, 2 years ago. We haven't lost anything to coyotes. The Magna Carta did not go well for the British or for the elite. Which who didn't it go good for, Wayne? I guess it depends on how you look at it, you know. Yeah, the elite. Well, we screwed up with the Constitution. The Constitution didn't get well for them either, but we screwed it up and stopped our progress. I need to do a video on that. I've been thinking about that idea for a long time. The Constitution was just a step forward. It wasn't the end-all be-all. They created the Constitution to be progress in humanity's freedom, you know. But we failed to take advantage of it and progress that cause. Instead of we regressed to big government. Anyway, I can't do I'm sure somebody that does good graphics could do a really good video about that if they took the time. I think TR Prepper was doing a video tonight, or doing a live chat. I think his Tuesday chats are going down. So if anybody was wanting to go see TR, go check in on him. What does he call it? Is it Tuesday Night Bull in the Ring? Yeah, it's Tuesday night, right? I'm losing track of days. Well, yeah, Wayne. Well, that day's long past. I mean, where do you start with all the unconstitutional laws? You know, right, Wayne? It's like with the internment of citizens, uh, this federal imposition on state sovereignty. Where does it start? War powers, the War Powers Act. Congress thinking they can turn over powers to people that they don't have the authority to do so. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Let's talk about prepping. We kind of got off the subject of prepping there for a little bit. No, Hooples didn't get to me. I thought it was ironic, though, when he put that video out. But I was defending the fight, though. I was defending everybody. Don't worry. I wasn't letting him get away with that business. Hey, Uncle Al, what's going on? Sounds like Uncle Al has had a rough week. What's your video day, Uncle Al? It didn't sound like you were doing so hot. Hope you're getting better. Yeah, right. Yeah, the West Wind, 1913. Yeah, it all did start before us, that's for sure. We were just born into it. We just didn't understand the full impact. And a lot of people didn't. When things are going good and the rest of the world's so bad, the Canadians invaded farther south than we ever expected. Yeah, we're all over the place tonight, Uncle Al. We're not focused on one topic or anything. The Social Security worked. It works. It works. Awesome, right? Was it 2035 was the latest end date? Social Security is done. 2035, they're saying. Yeah, like it was going to work that way to begin with, right? Yes, sir. Yeah, Social Security is done. I've been telling people that our generation shouldn't even plan on having it. Whatever plans you make, don't ever plan on having Social Security. And I've been, it's like we need to get a movement started. I don't want Social Security. Just stop taking it out of my paycheck. I don't ever want it. I don't want to see it. Anything I've put in is gone already anyway. You can have it. I don't want anything back. You can have it. Just let me opt out. I don't ever want to be a part of that system again. But they won't let us do that. That's too much freedom. Oh, you gotta wait for that VA rating? That takes about 3 months, Wayne, if it takes anything like it was when I got out. It took about 3 months to get my rating through. Yeah, extra taxes, right, Tyler? Exactly. That's a long day, Uncle Al. 3 Sunday school classes? Or you taught 3 people? Or you taught prepping on Sunday school on Easter? I guess you could always tie it in. Oh, right. Yeah, never accuse the VA of being accurate. Never think that they're going to be swift in what they do or do well in what you expect them to do. Still recovering, Uncle Al? Yeah, big day, huh? It's all good. Well, it's been a good chat, folks. We're coming up on an hour. Hope if everybody's just checking in, you can rewind back to the beginning. We went down and saw the animals, checked in with all of them, and since we haven't showed them off in quite some time, and let everybody take a peek in on them. So if you want to go check out the animals, you can. I don't know if you have to wait to render. This video might have to render or whatever on YouTube before it gets where you can rewind it back to. But if you can rewind back to the beginning, we did the whole animal tour first, and then we started sidetracking on other conversations and stuff. Okay, Tyler, you can slide. Can you go all the way back to the beginning for the full 50 minutes, 55 minutes, I guess? Sometimes when I get on a live stream, I can only go back so far. I guess it depends on how long they've been on. Some of those multi-hour chats, I think you can only go back, an hour or so. So I didn't know if it was percentage or if it was a number or what they were basing that on. Could slide back while it's streaming. Yeah, cool. So a lot of people come in here to check out the animals. Didn't want to leave them astray. They're in here if you wanted to check it out. 5-hour tinfoil hat Fridays. You got kicked out of Sunday school class, Bobby. What's up with that? Yeah, Sunday school sometimes can't be the most, I don't know, active environment, I guess. we're obsessed with stimuli, so when we don't get a lot of stimulus, we tend to drift off. Especially at this age, it's like any place that's warm, which most Sunday school rooms are warm, right? You're like, oh, I'm done. You got fired up classes, Uncle Al? You get them fired up? You get frogs coming from the ceiling and flood the room and stuff to get the realism effect? Start throwing brimstone around the room? Anything you can do to liven it up, anything for student feedback, I think is always the most important thing. It's just a weird dynamic in Sunday school. That was always a weird dynamic. Brimstone and fire, right? Right, Uncle Al, right? Yeah, no doubt. Let's see if we can. It's about supper time on this end, folks. I think we might have to call it a night. See if it's get something to grub on, or if I've been summoned or not. Oh. Anybody new check in? It's like we got the same crew. Man, you guys hanging out for a while. Usually people check in and check out. In and out, in and out. Anybody bought any cool preps lately? Tyler said buy a shotgun. Uncle Tyler says buy a shotgun. You better buy a shotgun. Get you a shotgun if you haven't got one yet. I would imagine everybody out here has their shotguns well stocked. Speaking of shotguns, make sure you got your shells too. But hey, Chance, what's going on? Dude, my dude. We need to go on a patrol sometime. Time to patrol up. All right, Wayne, have a good one. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for being here. Keep the family safe. We'll see hopefully get some of that hiking video. You did that hike today. Oh. You don't have I thought you had a Berkey, Bobby. Need a gravity water filter? I thought you had a Berkey. Yeah, you gotta have the Berkey going. Or any, well, you know the deal, Bobby. You've seen enough YouTube videos. You know the deal on making your homemade or whatever. Making one out of a bucket, couple buckets. I think Step One Survival just did a video on a homemade version or something, didn't he? Right on, Cheryl. You got your first month. Cool. I'm doing a series. I don't know if you've seen it, about stocking up just on a basic 7-day kit. That I'm doing a whole series on. Started at the beginning of the year. Kind of just talking about buying things slow but steady, and eventually, we're not even halfway through the year, and I've already got most of what I need, really, and could go with you know, it's like one of those things, you've got what you need in the immediate future. You go check that out. It's on my it's the first video. It's on the when you top video there. It's like the guest video or whatever you call it, the intro or the trailer they call it. I put it up there. The 2019 planning kind of gives you an idea just what to think about, just for basic, you know, start with 3 to 7 day and work your way up to a month, like Uncle Al talks about. Uncle Al talks about, you know, getting, you know, you start that each 7 days, you go to a month, and it just compiles itself. And all you gotta do is just get a little bit extra. You know, I've been planning on this series I've been doing. It's basically $20 a week extra, and you've usually got more than what you need, and then you can prep a little more. And you know, if you really go at it hard, you're in pretty good shape. Hey, Liberty for All, how's it going? 40 pounds of rice, nice. Silver this week, huh? Yeah, right now, I mean, if you're looking at stocking up, exchanging your labor for silver through the medium of Federal Reserve notes, I don't know that it's ever going to. I mean, I've hypothesized for a while that some point silver may get down to like almost nothing in dollar value, but the dollar's value is not what you're worried about. But like right when the system breaks, so like silver will be like at an amazingly low price. Is that price now? I don't know, but it'll be at some absurdly low price when the system does break, and it won't matter. It'll just be what you got in ounces matters more than anything. You got an old timer and a smaller one in the same sheets. Right on. Little things go along. Tools are important. Tools are very important. Like Uncle Al says, though, water and food, water and food, if you've got shelter taken care of, are going to be your next important. 415 is gas out there. Yeah, Chance, it's the gas prices have been out of control, right? Trying to, I mean, I think we, wow, 415. We're at around 315, and that's just right across the road, right? That's not even that far away. That's crazy. That's crazy expensive. Gas is not cheap, though. All right, sorry about that. Had to get the update. Hey, ZPD, what's going on? Mylar bags and O2 absorbers this month. All right, cool. Yeah, if you're looking for long term, if you're looking to do some long term, stocking up for long term stuff, lots of videos out there on that. We've done that as well. Kind of did my update back last month on checking the long term storage and repacking some Mylar stuff. ZPD, you're building a 14 by 18 storage barn. All right, on. Hired a Marine to help. I might know him, ZPD. There's lots of Marines from Michigan. Amazing the number of people, fellows that come out of Michigan. Know a few. I don't know if they're out your way or not. They're out your way, actually. Eastern Central. You know, not. I mean, I consider Detroit Western, or I mean, Eastern Detroit, right? So the central northern area there. Most of them are from that area. It seems like. You got a bicycle, Chance. Chance, you remember those guys from Michigan, right? Ruffians, troublemakers is what they were. Yeah, we got seedlings going too, right? Wait, Cheryl, $2 gas where you are? Are you kidding me? That's insane. Yeah, gas prices though. It's like this shot up all of a sudden. I mean, we should be getting these. This is always the time of year where it's like they do that transition because California does the transition for a different type of summer gas. So the refineries have to retool, and it's always shortens the supply up for a period of time. And then, of course, the gas is more expensive because of the additives. But this year, I guess, supposedly, Iran is an issue this year, and Venezuela's output and all these other factors are factoring in to cause it to be more expensive than it should be. But we are at our maximum output. Like America hasn't put out this much oil since like 1971 or something like that. We're a net exporter of oil. You're at $3 too, ZPD. That's
Hey.
crazy up there where you are. You shouldn't usually be at that
Amos.
price. Yeah, I saw that Iran was threatening to close the straits or to negate any. Because what Trump was doing is he's threatened to cease any waivers. You can't get a waiver for importing oil, so that's going to cause the prices to jack up. Let me kick on the machine here. See what the prices are going to. Maybe open it up in a couple of days. Maybe they'll definitely. I mean, they're gonna threaten people with. They've supposedly got that hypersonic short of ship missile and stuff, and plus all their deadly Zodiacs they've always been threatening us with, right? I'm sure they have something that could take down a carrier at this point, but I'm sure that everything's about the price of oil. That you'd think that Saudi Arabia would be able to keep it open for themselves at some point, but apparently that's not the way it works either. That's mine, Bobby. Yeah, that's just mine. That's the one I got into service. They give you one. So that's all right. We're getting dinner here. We're set. I'm gonna have to definitely check out now that you guys don't want to sit here and watch me eat, right? Yeah, my uncle has my granddaddy's flag from World War II. All right. Yeah, folks, we're going to check out. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the chat. Lots of topics out there. Lots of stuff going on. I haven't been able to check in on, but like I said, we will, if you missed it earlier, might start the morning chats back up again in May for those that were so involved. Some of us here were regulars. We might get back into that and might start doing that again. But you can check in on the animals back here at the beginning of the video. And I'm going to eat some of this fancy dinner here. Looks like it's Mexican. Mexican night. Speaking of Mexicans, Wes. Wes, you need to make a bug out location for Chance. You need to give Chance the place to link up with you because he needs to get back to Tejas ASAP. He needs to have a place to go. I don't know if I think Wes may have checked out too. But anyway, folks, yeah, thanks for checking in. We'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you back on here in the YouTube sometime this week, I'm sure. And y'all be good. Put some videos out. Let's see what someone else is talking about. All right, y'all be good. Live free. Hey, later, Steve. Team Foco back in action. Out.